speaking. The quiet is loud when the lights go black, when the walls lean in and the noise pulls back. Ain't no crowd applause in a mirror stare, just you and the truth that's been hiding there. I learned peace ain't found in a shout. It's the hush in the soul when the anger's out. No drums, no strings, just breathe and beat. The pulse of a man trying to stand on his feet. I sit with the silence like a trusted friend, cause stillness got stories that don't pretend. In the hush I hear my fears unfold, not as monsters but children cold.
When the noise fades, the truth begins. In the silence I found skin.
I don't run from the quiet, I step in slow. Let it wrap me like smoke when I need to grow. It don't judge, don't scream, don't fake, don't sell. It just tells you your name like a rusted bell. Most folks scared of the hush and pause, cause it makes them face personal laws. Me, I learned to breathe inside that space where the echoes roam and the heart finds place. No speakers, no static, no stage to pose. Just me and the voice that nobody knows. I don't need to yell to be heard in the crowd, cause the quiet inside me, that quiet is loud.
The noise fades, the truth begins. In the silence I found my skin.
Some truths don't shout, they whisper. But once you hear them, you never unhear. Not every page got ink, some are written in breeze. You just got Melissa. I read the wind like it came from monks. Every gust of verse, every breeze got chunks of truth too wide for a mouth to hold. Ancient like fire, too young to fold. Leaves turn like chapters, rustling low. Each one a parable, only stillness knows. Raindrops tapping like moss on tin. Messages coated in puddles and skin. Clouds drift slow like forgotten thoughts. Mountains don't move, but they've been taught. I don't need books when the sky's in bloom. I just walk through the day like a scripture in tune.
Pages turn in the hush of trees. Truth arrives on a silent breeze.
The crow calls twice when the moment bends, like a warning from futures that don't pretend. I watch rivers draw lines without ink or brush. Youth in the stone, in the sacred hush. Sunlight filters like a golden pen, writing hope on the face of tired men. I seen answers curl in a rising mist, and joy in the cracks where the wildflowers twist. No chorus needed when the wind speaks clear, no echo wasted when your heart's sincere. So I walk with the weather, soul unclenched, turning pages from the wind on a park bench.
Pages turn in the hush of trees. Truth arrives on a silent breeze.
Some books ain't bound, they just pass you, soft and slow. They stay with you longer than anywhere. Tried it on once, wasn't just cloth, felt like history. Felt like, found it folded in the back of the shed. Still smell like sweat, old smoke and bread. Stitch frayed at the sleeve, collar torn slight. Felt like armor that still held fight. Pop never said much, wasn't built for chat, but his coat said it all. Every crease, every crack, patches from years I never saw unfold. Zipper stuck like secrets never told. He wore through storms, wore through work, wore when the bills came in with the hurt. I slid it on and it hung too low. Heavy with lessons, I'm just starting to know.
Where in his vein
fashion, this is fabric with weight. Lined with discipline, stitched by fate. No designer tag, no flashy thread, but it taught me more than the words he said. Inside the pocket, a note half torn. Be patient with life, we all get worn. He ain't say goodbye, but he left me this. A coat full of silence, a sleeve full of bliss. I wear it on days when I feel less whole, like he's wrapping my doubt in a silent roll. Now every step, I feel his breath, and cotton ghosts that survive his death.
Wearing his name through wind and flame. My father's jacket still fits my pain. You don't choose what you inherit, you choose how you carry. And this code walks with me, stay.
Don't rush, and the steps don't skip, and the steps don't skip. But every one I take, I bring all of me. Step 1, know your name when no one calls. Step 2, stand tall when silence stalls. Step 3, fold your pride, let wisdom bloom. Step 4, sweep your soul like an old back room. Step 5, don't fight what time must bend. Learn when to break it, when to mend. I took each step with the weight of doubt. Backpack full of fears I ain't talk about. These stairs ain't smooth, they scrape the skin. But that's the price to grow within.
Climb slow, stone by stone. No gold is flesh and bone. One step up, truth alone.
Step 6, listen twice, speak once, stay still. Step 7, let silence teach you what noise can't fill. Step 8, don't run from days that bruise. Even broken stairs still move your shoes. Step 9, let go what don't return. Some lessons burn just so you learn. Step 10, turn back just to bless the trail, so the ones behind you know you failed and still prevailed. I ain't sprint these stairs, I bled each rise with cracked voice and tired eyes. Answering the kid fresh, calm snow stretches. Be a minute when the never you fuck that action. Just flesh and bone. You don't wait for the sun. You light what you got, even if it's just a candle in the workshop. Nights when the world forgot I'm here. I built cathedrals out of doubt and fear. The desk got ink, the floor got ash, and my spine curved slow from the weight of the past. A candle flickered, not for show, because the soul got seeds that need to grow. Paint peeled on the wall like old regrets. Still I wrote with a hope I ain't found yet. No crowds, no sound, just breathe and will. Each bar I carved was a solid skill. Art ain't loud when it's real and raw. It hums in the corners with no applause.
One flame still burns below. Build up alone, the light will grow.
Tools on the bench, hard on the line. Sharpen my silence to chisel time. The world walks past, they don't see the spark, but I build cities from dust and dark. Ain't no mentor whispering truth in here, just the echo of years in the ring of fear. But I stay in the frame, steady with grind, making symphonies no one will find. One candle, enough to see my hands, enough to remind me I still stand. Creation ain't meant for fast applause, it's built in sweat and stitched with cause.
One flame still burns below. You love all alone, but the light will grow.
We didn't have much, but we had time, and trees that kept our secrets better than we ever could. Back when sneakers scraped the summer heat, and joy was measured in skinned up feet, we etched our names in that old oak side, right next to forever. We ain't never lied. Sticks and swords, the block was wrong. We made kingdoms out of broken foam. The bark kept notes of every dare, of every tear, of every prayer. I go back sometimes just to see the lines, still there like ghosts in tightest spines. They don't shout, just hum and wait. The songs of kids who tempted fate. We carved our names where no one looked, written in the bark like a sacred book. Jamal brought chalk, I brought a rhyme. We traded dreams like lunch at lunchtime. Naomi danced barefoot in the dirt, swore she could talk to the earth when it hurt. We thought the moon was ours to claim, made up constellations, gave them our names. No cameras, just memories, grainy tape, still rolls when I try to escape. The tree grew tall, the block changed face, but all little truths still hold their place. Like, don't forget where your soul began, right next to where I drew my hand. We carved our names where no one looked, written in the bark like a sacred book. Some stories ain't written in ink, they're written in time, in trees, and they stay. Daylight forgets you, but night remembers. And in the mirror, you can't pretend. When the sun dips low and the noise turns thin, that's when the mirror lets the truth walk in. Ain't no filters when the shadows crawl, ain't no crowd to applaud or brawl. I see the cracks I pretend ain't there, lines in my face etched by quiet despair. I see every choice I tried to outrun, every song unfinished, every wrong I done. Reflection ain't kind, it's patient, cold. Shows the part of me I don't want told. But if I don't look, I'll never be free, so I stare till the darkness talks to me.
When night falls, truth appears. The mirror knows all your fears. The mirror knows all your fears.
I watch my eyes, they ain't young no more. Holding memories too big for the door. The mirror don't flatter, don't beg, don't bend. It just shows what you are, no pretend. And maybe that's grace in the quiet hours, to face your own mind when there's no more power. All the masks come down, all the roles dissolve. It's just me and the puzzle I can't solve. I troll stars like familiar maps, count my losses, my wins, my gaps. By dawn I'm hauled and trod, cause the mirror lies less at night.
When night falls, truth appears. The mirror knows all your fears.
Some call it loneliness, I call it proof that you're still listening to yourself. ask who we are, we answer with a tale.
I ain't built from stone, I'm built from scenes, from whispers told under porch like beams, from grandma's voice laced with pain and grace, to uncle's tall tales no one could trace. Each word passed down shaped my stance, like the story of the shoes Pop wore to his last dance. My first heartbreak that taught me tone, that silence could speak louder than phones. I hold these stories like breads and cloths, some sweet, some raw, some written and lost. I ain't the things I've owned or lost, some the meaning I pulled when lines were crossed.
Tell me who you are, I'll show you my pages. We are our story.
So my little cousin, write it all down. The wins, the wounds, the way we drown. Even lies we believe once or twice, they chapters too, even if they ain't nice. See, stories heal what silence hides, turn shame to bridges, not divides. When I rap, it ain't just bars and breaks, it's campfire flames when the spirit aches. These verses, testaments, dust and bloom, proof we existed in the smallest room. You forget a face, but a tale will last long after the clocks forget the past.
Tell me who you are, I'll show you my pages. We are our story.
Mama's hands ain't just skin and bone, they held up worlds I ain't never known.
Yo, mama's hands smell like Sunday stew. Crack a word but always knew what to do. Threaded needles, iron truth in my seams. Brush back pain while I chase little dreams. Palms like scriptures, each line a psalm. Held my fevered head like a healing balm. She broke bread, broke silence, broke night. Built me out of prayers, lullabies, and light. Hands that scrub sorrow off kitchen tiles. Carry stories in silence, walk 10,000 miles. Never raised them in anger, only in grace. Wipe the world from the corners of my face.
Mama's hands held me through the storm, held me through the storm. Soft and strong, where I was born.
Mama's hands held the morning still. Lit candles with care, iron spine, iron will. She stitched the sky when my world got torn. Folded peace in the shirts I wore worn. Knuckles bent like question marks in prayer, asking heaven if life would treat me fair. Cracked from bleach and bargain soap, yet soft enough to pull me back from the rope. She planted a voice in my moral ground, now it echoes in every verse and sound. The hands that taught me rhythm and pause, not with a rule book but with silent laws. She never touched gold, never wore a crown, but lifted kingdoms when I was down.
Held me through the storm, held me through the storm. Where I was born.
Truth lives in the daily moves, no spotlight, just love that proves. Ain't no way to rot in love land but stairs, and ain't no sunshine, I'm harmless fan. We don't look at them much anymore, but the frame still stands, and the dust, that's just time remembering. There's a photo on my shelf, cracked at the side. You, me in a moment, we ain't gotta hide. Smiles caught before the years ran wide, before silence grew where the truth once cried. The colors faded but the pose still burns. A snapshot of love before the turns. It ain't the flash, it's the stillness that hits. The way your hand held mine in little bits. I dust it off like I'm clearing pain, but that frame holds ghosts that still remain. Sometimes I stare like the past might blink, as if to pour me a drink. That shot don't move, but I still shift, like it knows I come here when I drift. Behind the glass is a younger me, with dreams untouched by what I be. I see a laugh that ain't cracked by loss. I see a shirt with a stain I never washed. Why do we freeze what we can't repeat? Put it in frames, then bury it deep. I don't cry when I see it, not out loud, but it pulls at the ribs till I'm not so proud. That photo, just paper, still in plain, but somehow it still explains my name.
She never needed a mic, just folded hands and a whisper that moved mountains.
I used to wake to the sound of steam and mama's voice somewhere in between. A hum, a word, a name held tight. She prayed soft in the middle of light. Never out loud, never for show, but I felt each syllable in my soul. She stirred a pot with one hand low, the other drawing crosses where pain would go. Never read much, but she knew the songs. In the way she touched, in the way she calmed. Her prayers weren't fancy, just real and still, laced with mercy and quiet will. The way she prays, it holds the day. No thunder voice, just grace that stays. I saw her light candles when storm came near, muttering names that I barely hear. She ain't asked for riches, never begged for fame, just strength and silence in her heart and stayed sane. Her back bent low from the years she bore, but her faith stood tall like a lion's roar. She ain't preached, just showed me truth, with warm teeth, strong eyes, and unshakable proof. Now when I break, I don't look far. I hold her voice like a tuning star. And even now, though the room is bare, the way my mother prayed is still in the air. The way she prays, it holds the day. No thunder voice, just grace that stays. Some sermons ain't fucking, better live. And mama, je me sens du PICHJ.G. Soul time is in the spoken.
Sento che PICHJ.G. So solid, take spark and live. Mama,
She was as a cathedral. Okay.
You ever look at someone's eyes and feel like they're hiding chapters? Not lies, just too much truth for daylight.
She looked calm, but her pupils spoke storms like letters unopened. In quiet dorms, smile said fine, but a stare said fight, like a dream stitched tight in the middle of night. He joked a lot, but his gaze didn't laugh. Held war in his sockets like a faded photograph. Some folks hold grief like a pen holds ink. It don't spill unless you watch them blink. You can see whole histories locked in glance, buried beneath what they call a stance. And I ain't trying to pry, just understand how eyes hold truths no tongue can last. Eyes like yours, locked for fool. They tell the truth when the lips stay dull.
Eyes like yours, eyes more full. It's on the truth, let the eye just stand dull.
Grandpa never said much about the war, but his stare shook when the kettle would pour. My friend said nothing every time he hurt, but blinked twice when he lied through a smirk. I learned to read silence like braille and fog. Each glance a page, each twitch a log. We all got stories we'll never recite, so they live in our eyes, quiet and tight. And maybe that's human, this mass ballet, to speak in silence what we can't convey. I see you, even if you never speak. I hear the poem behind your cheek. Eyes like yours, locked before. They tell the truth when the lips say dull.
You can lie with words, but your eyes, that's where the truth hides out waiting.